So the topic back with another video. I'm Strange Wing. You read the title. Let's get down to brass tacks. I gave Coming to America a 8.5 out of 10 wings.
Why? Why?
Because this film has a lot of things I love. The 1980s movies. It has all those qualities, filmmaking, that look of it. You can't get that today because everything's in HD, 8K, all kinds of crazy stuff. And I also love 1980s Eddie Murphy. I love Ebony Women. Film's got a ton of them. And some get topless.
You're a fucking pig.
Some of the most beautiful women to grace planet Earth was in this movie. And oh man, had me looking like the guy in The Mask. The movie takes place in New York City, and it feels like New York City. Everyone's insulting. It's a character in itself. I love that. And it's in this movie. And last but not least, romantic comedies. And this film has all these elements, so of course I love it.
Makes sense.
And if I'm being totally honest with you, which I always am,
Shut your fucking lying ass up.
this is my favorite Eddie Murphy movie.
And I'm not lying.
It's just one of those films where it's like everything that you love about film and cinema and like certain little nitpicky stuff is in a film, and you see it and you're like, was that film made for me? Probably not, because I wasn't even born yet, but I love it. And this is one of those movies where everything works for me, but that doesn't mean there's problems in this film. And the problems I have with this film is the story. If I had to come up with a clip for the story, I'd be like, clip, shit. I would like, story, this is a clip I've given you.
You basic.
Like, of course he's going to fall in love with her. And of course they're going to get married at the end. And if you didn't know Lisa and Akeem would fall in love and get married and all that stuff, well,
You're a buffoon.
hate to break it to you, but you are. Because this film is super predictable. However, it still does its job. It provokes those emotions. And I believe we could have got beginning to end and threw in a twist or two more, so you're on the edge of your seat. You're like, God damn it, Akeem, get her. Like, there's no real struggle because the film's so predictable. There's no real struggle, which means the investment for these characters are meager. It's hard to really care about someone when you know what's going to happen to them and you know they're going to be okay, or you know everything's going to work out.
That's fair.
On the flip side of that, I didn't watch this movie for the 27th time because of the story. I rewatched this movie so much because I love it, and it's mainly because the cast and the dialogue. Because both are incredible. The charm and the humor of this film is off the charts, and is the reason the film is considered to be a classic by some. Definitely a classic 80s movie for sure. If you like 80s movies or romantic comedies, then you're enjoying Coming to America, no doubt, because the film understands its audience, and it's like, here you go. We're gonna let the cast and the dialogue, we'll let it do what it does. The story, basic, predictable, it does its job still, but the cast and dialogue and the writing in the film is so strong. That's what's gonna suck you in, and it does, because this film's super charming, and it's funny as hell. It doesn't matter if it's physical comedy where someone does a spit take or gets a milkshake thrown at them, or if it's prop comedy and it's a dress coming in a room for fucking 45 seconds. This shit's funny. And of course, Eddie Murphy, he's a stand-up comedian. Obviously, there's going to be spoken jokes in the movie, and those are hilarious as well. And I love both 80s cinema and romantic comedies. So, like I said before, everything works for me in this film.
Everything.
Yes, everything. And yes, the story is lacking surprise, which does hurt the investment of a movie. And if I was watching this for the first time without seeing Raw and all these other Eddie Murphy movies, which made me want to check out Coming to America and films like this, so I have to keep that in mind. But it does know its audience, but it is lacking in the surprise and investment. So being as neutral as I possibly can as a wannabe film critic, even though I got coke nails and a fucking bun and a nose ring, all this stuff, you know, you're watching
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
You know you are not watching Sisker and Ebert, but I'm still trying to be least biased as possible, which is why I think this film deserves a 8.5 out of 10 ways. Let me know what you would give it down in the comment section below. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe.